Hi there guys, Vino here and welcome to this OTGV on-the-go video or a vlog style video from my phone. It's currently 18:05 or 6:05 PM on Thursday the 29th of May 2025. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you're doing really well. Right now I am boiling. Just popped out, got a takeaway, treated my housemate and me to a takeaway. I had a Chinese. The mixed sweet and sour balls, that's chicken, prawn and pork, was bloody lovely. Didn't eat all of it, don't eat all of it nowadays. Some of it's in the fridge for later, so I've got some leftovers for later. There was something else I was going to say in this intro part that I've kind of forgotten about, but just relaxing right now, watching some YouTube. And I've been checking the status of my Switch 2 pre-order over the last few days because, as I said in the previous video, I'm a part of a bunch of different Switch 2 communities on Reddit and Facebook now. I joined a few on Facebook yesterday, and quite a few people are having their Walmart orders cancelled on them. So I've been checking my Switch 2 pre-order every day to make sure that it's not being cancelled and it's still there and all that kind of stuff. And there's a message at the top basically saying that they are starting to process payments for June the 5th, if anything that's releasing on June the 5th, which is really exciting. Somebody on one of the Reddits posted an email that they received from, I think it was Best Buy, wasn't Walmart, it's Best Buy. They received an email from Best Buy saying that it's only a week until the Switch 2 launches and they'll be processing payments shortly. So as people are saying, it's getting real. It's actually getting real. Sorry about that, guys. Minor interruption. So where was I? Yes, it's getting real, basically. There's Reddit posts of Walmart, Target and Best Buy and all the different places putting up their Switch 2 POS and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's getting closer and closer. Getting exciting, I must say. Getting exciting. Excuse me. I'm going out for lunch with my mum tomorrow. Treating my mum to lunch tomorrow. So that'll be nice. Yeah, and I swear there was something else that's happening soon that I'm excited about. Yes, it's also the season 2 finale of Doctor Who on Saturday. Very much looking forward to that and getting some answers to everything that's happening there. I'm thinking of tomorrow, just what it is tomorrow, of upgrading my Switch Online subscription to the expansion pack from the base one, because I'm going to get the expansion pack so I can have Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 editions, because I've got them both digitally anyway, and so I can have the GameCube, Nintendo Online or Nintendo Classics, whatever they call it nowadays, catalogue, and I can have the Mario Kart 8 tracks, probably play through those in anticipation for Mario Kart World coming up next Thursday, play some Mario Kart 8, all that kind of stuff. I think tonight some friends are going to be, the friends that I got back in contact with the other day are going to be on Discord tonight, so that's exciting too. So yeah, got some good things to look forward to and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to leave for now, carry on watching some YouTube, maybe play some games. Excuse me, play some games a bit later and then go from there. It's alright, guys. Hi guys, so it's currently 4:04 AM on Friday the 30th of May. As you saw in that little interstitial I did there, I'm still loving the Ninja coffee machine. Produces bloody lovely cups of coffee, which I'm enjoying a nice cup of coffee now. I'd actually kind of gone to bed. I'd actually gone to lay down for a little bit, but I made a bit of a boo-boo on my phone. So I have a couple of Google spreadsheets that I record my finances with on a monthly basis, and I made a bit of a boo-boo on one of these sheets basically. So I've come onto my computer, I've turned it back on again so I can go reverse on the version history, and then go back to the, because I've got this like master spreadsheet, and then I've got like I copy that one and then make a copy of that and then turn that into the monthly sheets that I do for each month of the year. But I accidentally just edited the master sheet, so I'm going to go ahead and reverse that and then make all the changes on the proper sheet, this month's sheet, and then go from there. Basically, I apologise that the side was a little bit dirty in the first clip there, but as you saw, I cleaned it down afterwards when I did that little interstitial of my coffee machine. Anyway, I'm going to get this sheet back to how it should be, and I'll be back in a bit. Hi there guys, so it's currently 9:17 PM on Sunday the 1st of June 2025, and as you can see I'm just relaxing in bed at the moment. I did manage to get my Google Sheet back to how it should be, luckily. I don't know why you can't do it on the phone. There must be a way to do it on the phone. I just couldn't work it out, and it was easier just to go back downstairs, log onto my laptop and do it that way. But it's back, and I've made sure that the right sheet has now been edited. I don't know if I said this in a previous segment, so I'll say it now, but my plan is to no longer take my Switch OLED down to CX. For those of you who don't know, CX is a pawn shop franchise / chain here in the UK. They've got hundreds of stores throughout the UK and that kind of stuff. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, hundreds of stores in the UK. And they are currently offering like £108 for a boxed Switch OLED, which is kind of ridiculous. And I thought that because there are a lot of people offloading their Switches, basic Switch, their base Switches, Switch Lights, Switch OLEDs, whatever it may be, on Facebook Marketplace, that there's not a market for them at the moment. But actually logged onto eBay, and so there's a lot of them being sold for £150 to £200. And I've got a few extras with my Switch that I could bundle in together and then set it all together for a higher price. So I'm thinking of doing that. So when the Switch 2 arrives, I'm going to transfer all the data over to it and then put my Switch OLED onto eBay probably and then sell it through there. That's the plan. But I haven't yet been charged for my Switch 2 just yet. Hoping it happens in the next few days. Amazon do have a bunch of Switch 2s in stock, including the Mario Kart bundle. I'm slightly considering switching my pre-order to Amazon. The only issue with it is, if those of you don't know, there's a bunch of retailers cancelling people's pre-orders. And a load of people are saying that Nintendo, which is where I've currently got mine pre-ordered through, are the most secure of pre-orders. They're not cancelling pre-orders. They'll just send you an email saying when it's expected to arrive. So obviously, if it's going to arrive after the 5th of June, which is understandable, first come, first serve kind of thing, you'll get an email at some point saying it'll arrive a bit later, but it won't be cancelled. Whereas if I switch the pre-order to Amazon, will it be cancelled? Potentially. Now, Amazon are saying that the Switch 2 won't arrive until Saturday, is what it is at the end of the day. But I'm in two minds whether to switch my pre-order at the moment. I'll see if I can get hold of... I might be able to get hold of Mario Kart World a bit cheaper. I still have a £20 voucher through CX. It's just if someone decides to trade in their copy of Mario Kart World, could go down CX and pick it up and use the voucher. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to go for now, guys. I'll be back in a bit. Hi there, guys. So it's currently coming up for 5:25 AM on Monday the 2nd of June 2025. And I said to you guys in the last segment that I hadn't yet been charged for my Nintendo Switch 2, and I was starting to get a bit concerned because there are quite a few horror stories out there of people having their Switches cancelled, Switch 2 pre-orders cancelled, or them not being charged, and all sorts of things going wrong. There's a load of threads on Reddit and other places where people are saying that update your payment details on Walmart, Target, Best Buy, you name it. Make sure your payment details are updated. Excuse me. Otherwise, you're not going to get your Switch 2. And I was starting to get a bit concerned. Well, at about 12 in the morning, 10 past midnight, I got a notification from my bank that I'd been charged for my Nintendo Switch 2, and if I now log onto the My Nintendo website, it now says it's awaiting shipment, which is a huge relief. However, not completely out of the woods just yet, because there are some reports out there, some stories of people having paid for, being charged for their Switch 2, and then the pre-order still being cancelled via the vendor, and then them being refunded back the money, and then the order being cancelled. However, I do have it on fairly good authority that Nintendo is the most secure place to get the Switch from. As I said in one of the previous segments, Nintendo have been sending emails out to people saying it may be a bit delayed you getting your Switch, but you are still going to get your Switch 2, so to speak. But it is a huge relief, but not completely out of the woods yet. I'm not going to count my chickens until I have the Switch 2 in hand, and there's nothing at that point Nintendo can do or anybody can do to take that away from me. It is mine at that point. But I will say the excitement and everything is growing more and more. I'm getting more and more excited for the Switch 2, and yeah, obviously now when it arrives, I'll be buying Mario Kart World digitally because it's a little bit cheaper digitally, and I'm probably going to be picking up the Switch 2 case, the official one from Nintendo, because it also has a screen protector in there, and I'll probably get that from Amazon, to be honest, because that arrived nice and quickly with Prime. And with my previous Switch, what I actually did is I took down a load of games and traded them in a little while after getting my Switch in order to get a case for it. I might do the same for the Switch 2. We'll see. But I think I will have the money once I've sold my Switch, which will be put onto eBay on Thursday when the Switch 2, if it arrives on Thursday, but when the Switch 2 arrives, I'll be uploading my Switch 2 posting my Switch to eBay to sell with all of its accessories and cases and all the stuff I've bought over the years for it, just to give it a bit more value when I set it on eBay. And then, I should be okay to then go ahead and purchase case and all that. But I do remember with my Switch 1, one of the previous Switch ones that I had before the OLED, I did end up dropping it. And I'm always worried about mobile devices and dropping them. I mean, my phone, for instance, has quite a robust case on it and has a screen protector and all that kind of stuff. I'm quite anal when it comes to mobile devices, so I'll probably end up getting the official Switch 2 case because it comes with a screen protector, and that will be all of that. I've just realised I've a spare screen protector for the Switch OLED, so I'll probably include that in the listing on eBay, and then whoever gets that will get everything with that. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the update. I'm really happy that it's all happening. It's all going through. Anyway, I'm gonna relax, watch some YouTube, get some sleep, whatever ends up happening. To be honest, at the moment, although I am tired, I'm not ready for sleep just yet. But I thought I'd update you guys on that. I'll check back with you later, guys. Hello, guys. So it's just gone 9 PM on Monday the 2nd of June 2025, and my Switch 2 has now been completed. The money's been taken, the tracking information has been sent to me. I got an email, everything, and it's really exciting. I'm really looking forward to my Switch 2 arriving on Thursday. However, there is something that I haven't told you guys just yet, and I'm not going to be telling you much information, but there's a situation that has happened recently that has meant that financially I'm going to have to sell a few things in order to help somebody out. That's what I'm going to say for now. And it does look like I might have to sell my Marvel Cinematic Universe 4K set and a few other bits and bobs. I'm probably going to end up selling more stuff than I need to sell, because the idea is that I'm going to buy some Switch games that I've sold over the years but want to rebuy, such as Mario Brothers Wonder and Mario Maker 2. There's a couple of others that I want to rebuy to have on the Switch again, because, no surprise, but because I'm getting the Switch 2 on Thursday, I'm been replaying some Switch stuff recently, and there's some games that I've sold over the years that I'm like, I really want to replay that, but I can't because I've sold them. So I may end up rebuying some of those games, but I'm trying not to feel too bad about some of it. It is what it is at the end of the day. That's how things go. Sometimes I might trade in some of the stuff for cash and then help the person out, and then trade some of the stuff in for voucher, and then get some of the games that I want to get from CX voucher wise, and go from there basically. But there are some games that I do want to get from CX, and then the additional money would actually help out with the Switch 2 as well. I might end up getting put my brain to gear. I might get the Switch 2 case, and some accessories here and there for the Switch 2 as well. Might even get the Switch 2 Pro controller, and might trade in my standard Pro controller, because that's the other thing, is if I'm going to be trading all this stuff in, I'm going to have more than enough money to pay for the Switch 2 and help this person out. So maybe I'll just take my Switch 2 down as well and just trade everything in together. I'll have a chat with the person a bit later about what's going on. I'm trying not to be too down about it, because I'm literally receiving a Switch 2 in the next 4 days. So so I'm going to be doing a main video on a TFAC or a kickback discussion, whatever it may be. And we need to be taking down my Marvel Cinematic Studio set, my Skywalker, Rise of Skywalker 4K set, the 2 Steelbook Solo and Rogue One, and that's whether something else I was going to take down as well. But that's what I'm being taken down and selling that for cash, and then going from them, probably take my Switch 1 down as well at the same time. In fact, I'm just going to look how much the Switch will get me. Maybe I'll take the Switch down as voucher. We'll see. We'll see how things go on that one. But that's the plan as it stands at the moment. Things shift, things change, things shift, and I've always said that any collection that you have is what's the word? It's a revolving collection. And some things, life gives you lemons and you got to make lemonade, so to speak. But anyway, I'll speak to you guys a bit later. Hi there, guys. So it's currently 4:45 a.m. on Tuesday, the 3rd of June 2025. I'm sitting down to go to bed right now. Something else did arrive yesterday that I completely forgot, and that's the XCOM board game. Don't know if I mentioned that didn't mention that. But that arrived yesterday, and I'm actually really excited about it because I didn't realise it has an app that you require to use with it. So that's kind of interesting. I do like games that use apps with them. There's another game called Mansions of Madness, whatever it's called. That uses an app. Apparently that's a really good implementation of that app. ISIS Vanguard uses an app. There's quite a few that use an app to be able to play the game, and I do like that. And I didn't realise that XCOM was one of those games, so I'm really interested to see how the app integration works. But I did go away earlier and look up how much I can get for my 4K collection and all that kind of stuff, and I get quite a bit on my Switch and all that kind of stuff. The Switch, unfortunately, has gone down at CEX by about 20 quid, but I kind of expected that. 2 moments. Sorry about that. Yeah, I kind of expected that, to be honest, because the Switch 2 is out in literally 2 days' time. So, kind of expected that, but it is what it is. But the games I'm probably going to pick up, Mario Brothers Wonder again, Mario Maker 2, New Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, and Super Mario World with Bowser's Fury. Super Mario 3D World with Bowser's Fury. Those are the games I'm probably going to pick up, and maybe 51 Clubhouse or Worldwide Classics or Worldwide Games, whatever they call it. It's called different things in different territories. Might pick that up as well. I might pick up a couple of Zelda games, i.e. Link's Awakening and Echoes of Wisdom. We'll see. To be honest, I think I'm going to have enough there to see me through. And of course, with Mario Kart World coming out on Thursday, and I'll have the Switch 2 editions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I think I'll have enough to keep me going for a little while. So maybe I'll hold off on some of those other games until I've completed some of those. Mario Brothers Wonder, I'll probably be able to complete that relatively quickly because I did have that before, and I've got the save game on my Switch, so I'll probably be able to. I was relatively near the end anyway, so I'll probably be able to complete that and play through Mario Brothers Wonder. But I've been aching to play a side-scrolling Mario game for a while now, so probably end up doing that. I'm looking to playing some Mario. Yeah, playing some Mario games. There's something else I was going to say. I'm going to pick up the Switch 2 Pro controller and the case. There's something else I was going to say. Anyway, it's gone for now. Yeah, but I'll pick up those 4 games. I'm going to trade some stuff in for voucher because obviously you get more voucher, so I'll be able to get a couple of those games with vouchers and the rest with money. So yeah, that's the plan, as it were. Anyway, I'm going to settle down, get some sleep, and I'm probably going to go down CX tomorrow, trade all the stuff in, and yeah, we'll go from there. Basically, we'll go from there. Anyway, you take care, guys. Have a good rest wherever you are. Although you're going to carry on watching this video probably, but I'll see you later on. Hi guys, so it's currently 10 to 3 a.m. on Wednesday the 4th of June 2025. I went out today and did everything that I said I would do. I went out and traded all my 4K collection to CEX. I didn't get £850 for 2 reasons. One, because I made a really stupid mistake and there were some duplicates in my basket for CX. Also, I haven't actually sold my Switch 1 or Switch OLED. It's still over there, and I'm probably not going to be selling my Switch OLED. And I'll be talking more about that in the next OTGV, which I'll be starting literally just after this video. Just wanted to hop on here, sign off on this video, and then the next OTGV, which I'll be starting straight after this one, I'm going to be ramping up into the Switch 2, which of course is coming out on Thursday, and mine should be arriving on Thursday. And I've made some decisions on changing what I'm going to be getting with or for the Switch 2. which I'll be talking about in the next video. I just wanted to come on here and sign off on this one. Until next time, guys, please take care, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Ta-ra.